Oh, 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 oh.
And they'll just go.
Maybe we've hit like the tired drunk, you know?
Yeah. No cats. No cats. I hate cats.
I like cats.
No, I don't like cats.
It's my land too.
All right, fine. You can have the cats at your house, but I'm not coming to that party. I'll be like, no meow meow. Hi.
I'm Kirsten.
And I'm Delia.
And this is Don't Pee Your Pants.
Oh,
They just heard that 2 seconds ago.
Yeah. You're
Just
welcome.
in case you forgot. That's our theme song.
Just in case you forgot. Sing it to your
Guess
best
who's
friend.
back, everybody?
Guess who's back?
Jared
Back
Boy
again.
butt.
Weenie's back. Tell your friends.
Yeah. I know you missed them. I did. I haven't seen him in like 2 weeks.
He a weenie a boy, to weenie a man.
And
Why
I came
haven't you
over-
seen him in 2 weeks?
You were gone.
I was gone.
I was gone.
She was gone.
And then the last time we hung out, you came to my house with no wiener boy butt.
And no recording studio. So we
Yeah.
hung out as friends and not as podcasters.
Yeah.
What the heck?
So where
That's a
were
large
you?
leg.
Where'd
What?
you go?
I went to Connecticut.
Oh, why?
Mhm. I went to the Barber Expo at the Mohegan Sun Resort and Casino.
Wow.
Plug.
Sponsor us.
Hashtag sponsor us. It was fantastic and luxurious, and I didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
And it was lovely. And the Barber Expo was super cool. That was my first ever Barber Expo.
Did you learn anything exciting?
Yes. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. I was up at 2:00 in the morning.
Oh. Sorry. If you fall asleep, I'll just keep talking.
All right. And I'll just be like, what were you saying?
Did you learn anything cool?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I got a bunch of free stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned a bunch of stuff, and I had some super fun experiences. I sound like
This is really vague. Like, I got stuff, I learned stuff,
I got stuff, I learned stuff,
and then
caught
stuff happened,
stuff.
and then I came home.
Yeah. I got some clam fritters.
What's that?
Do you want some? They're upstairs.
What is it? Do I want it?
It's a ball of fried dough,
Huh.
and it has
Yep,
clams.
I want
in
it.
And
Oh,
it's-
clams?
No. Yes, but you don't taste the clams. I don't know how to explain it, but they're delicious.
I thought you said glam fritters, and I thought it was gonna have like sparkles
No
in it or
clam.
something. And you said clams, and I was just like, I'm gonna vomit.
I swear. to you.
Don't you
I
ever give a pregnant lady a deep fried pastry and then put clams in the middle?
I shouldn't have told you, because I swear to you, they're freaking delicious.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have told you. They're so good.
Mm.
So good. My mom and my brother had them
Mhm.
because I bought 16 of them.
That sounds
They're
right.
literally this big. They're
Uh-huh.
massive. And I bought 16 of them, and I froze them
Mhm.
because you can just throw them in the air fryer and they're good as new. So I froze them, but before I froze them, I gave a couple of them to my mom and my brother.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh my God, where did you get these? We need more of these."
Mm.
Really freaking good.
Mm.
Yeah. I'm gonna have you
I
try.
feel like they probably taste like feet.
No, not at all. You don't even you don't taste the clams. They're like, I don't know how to describe it, but they're like cut up into tiny little pieces, and they're like mixed in with the dough.
Mm-hmm.
They're so good. You don't taste the clams at all, because I
Okay,
know what
I-
clams taste
Is there
like.
anything else about your trip that we can talk about now? Like,
I'm adamant about these
all
clam
right, if
fritters.
anyone ever had clam fritters, let us know in the
Let
comments.
Kirsten know that they're delicious, especially from this place.
Settle this debate.
Especially from the seafood place in Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
Not that there's a million seafood
Do we
places
have any
from
followers in
Connecticut.
Connecticut? Let us know.
Oh, also, I found out a weird fact about Connecticut. Apparently, you can't just buy one tire.
Huh.
You have to buy at least 2 tires. Even if you only need 1 tire,
Yeah.
you have to buy 2 tires. In the state of Connecticut, you are not legally allowed to buy just 1 tire.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Can you just own 1 tire? Like, what if you just sell one?
No, you would be arrested. It's very illegal. You're not allowed to just buy 1 tire.
That's pretty funny.
It's ridiculous.
It's actually better for your car, though, so that's good for people in Connecticut.
Well, I think that's
You're supposed
that's
to
why
put
it's a
2
law
on.
is because that's supposed to be like balanced.
Yeah, 'cause
So if
they
you
did
change
that to
one
my
side,
car,
you're supposed to change the other.
And Neil has not been very happy about that.
Only 1
They
tire.
put 1 tire on.
Mm.
And he's like, we're going to have a talk with the car people.
He would do really well in Connecticut because that's a law.
Let's not tempt Neil to move. Because, like, he'd be down.
Yeah, me too.
We're not moving far away from each other. I refuse.
Also, I think that I was reading another weird law. I think it was like Minnesota or something. You're not allowed to carry like a hamburger in your pocket, in your front pocket specifically. So I wouldn't do that if you're ever in that state. Anyway, so my trip was great.
I'm not planning on it.
I caught a free shirt. It was pretty sick. And then I wore it the day after I caught it.
Yeah.
And the guy, there was a guy walking through the hotel and he was like, oh my gosh, I love your shirt. I love your shirt. He's like, can I get a picture with you? And I was like, this is weird, but okay. And then the girl who was taking the picture, she started giggling. She's like, it's his company.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, wow. Okay.
Oh my God. What, like, when we get merch, that would be such an exciting day. Like,
I know.
you see someone wearing
Dude,
your
people
shirt.
go crazy over free shit.
I know.
So even if you just like
So
give it
when
to somebody.
Yeah, we have to not sell it first.
Yeah. Just give them our merch to get our name out.
Yeah.
Like a
that's good
pea stain
idea.
on the front of a
You
shirt.
should make some with your cricket.
Okay. It's
Good idea.
upstairs.
Get some like XXL t-shirts. Who doesn't like an XXL t-shirt?
Yeah. Everybody loves an XXXL.
Especially me with this baby belly.
Yeah. Because either you are an XXXL or you sleep in an XXXL.
Yeah.
Or you just wear it and with no pants
I
and you
need
wear it
an
as a dress.
XXXL so I can sleep in it and it's like a dress.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Mm-hmm. An XXXXL.
XXL.
XXL. It's great. Lovely.
So many else.
So many meals. How many more? Yeah.
Anything else
It was great.
about Connecticut?
There definitely is, but I don't remember.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, a lot of good food.
Lots of partying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, partying. I almost came home with a dog.
Just go right over that one.
I'm not even gonna explain. Just know
I'll
that I
explain. There
almost-
was a really cute little puppy, and the guy was like, "Go ahead, you can take it." And she was like, "Don't tempt me."
And then I almost took it, but
And
I
then
didn't
almost
take
did,
it.
but didn't.
It
'Cause,
was.
well, she
It took
already has
everything inside
one
me.
clearly, and she's not even supposed to have this one. So
Let's not talk about that.
okay.
It was really
It's
hard.
fine.
It took everything inside me. Everything. I still think about that dog and where it is now.
I'm just
Probably in Connecticut.
like obsessed with like pits and their like little smiles.
I know. Oh my god.
I
and
was
this
never
dog-
like a pit person, but
I always
recently
have been. They're
I've been
just
going
so
to the dog
cute.
park like almost daily, and every time I see a pit, they're just like,
You
they're
should get
so
Suki
happy,
a pit brother.
so happy,
or a
and
pit sister.
smiley, and they just want to like lick you to death.
Mhm.
They're the sweetest dogs.
They call them. What are they called? They have
Pit
like
bulls.
no. They have. Shut up. They have a name.
Smiling.
No, they have like a nickname. House seals. Isn't that what they're called?
This sounds good.
No. What the heck? House horses? House hose?
Seals sounds more accurate.
I think there's like a name,
House seals.
nickname for
Smiley baby
bulls.
boys.
Pibbles.
Pibbles. Smiley people. Oh, it's a Jerry Wienerboard board.
I don't know. House hippo.
House hippo.
I don't know. They just like
Yeah.
they're just like, you
They
know,
got big hippo
they're
energy.
little hippos and they just like they're there and they're wiggling and then they're like laying down. I don't know. Anyway.
They're there and then they lay down.
Yeah.
Like hippos.
Yeah. Bye, Jerry.
Jerry.
He didn't want to be near us anymore.
Let me.
Come on. We gotta hide his bone somewhere.
Well, I went to the Dominican Republic.
Mm-hmm. Dominican.
For like 8 days.
8 days.
I don't
7
even
nights.
know what things to talk about. There was something like every day. But,
Talk about the things.
we did a thing where we were like snorkeling all day,
Mm-hmm.
and you could also like kayak or get a 15-minute massage.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool.
I would probably opt for the massage.
I snorkeled a lot, but like the area we were snorkeling at, it was mostly like
Jerry.
brown and not a lot to look at. But they were like throwing bread into the water,
Mm-hmm.
and there would be like a bajillion fish in front of you. So that was really cool.
I think that was like
Yeah, it was like,
yeah.
like when we were first getting in, the area we were getting in, people kept throwing bread, and there's like a
All these
bajillion fish all around you, and
fish are like slimy.
Eventually,
too.
I just had to like jump in. It's like
Yeah.
when you're jumping in like a cold pool, and you're
Yeah.
like, just do it. Like I just jumped in, and I was like scared, but when I was in the water, not one fish touched me.
How was the weather there?
It was beautiful. I mean, it was hot and humid, but it was beautiful.
Yeah, it was hot and humid. I was sweating.
It was
my
like
balls off.
87 the whole time.
Nice.
And maybe one day it got like, I don't know, to like 89, and then, but like most of the days.
Jerry,
What do you do?
he's like pushing my microphone. I'm just waiting for this video to come out, and you can't hear anything that I'm saying because
Has
he's
he
chewing.
chewed it?
He's chewing his bone.
Is he chewing?
I don't know. He has his bone.
Jerry.
Hold on. Pause. So I'm
That's like terrible timing. But yeah. And then I did this thingy where it's called Monkey Land,
Mm-hmm.
and you walk in and like the monkeys are trained to just like jump all over you.
I need to send my kids there.
It was the whole time I was there, I was like, my daughter needs to be here. It was
Mhm.
so cool. Like she would scream. Also, I didn't know she'd be like scared.
Oh, the kids would probably be terrified.
Like, because at first it was like super exciting.
Yeah.
But then it's kind of like, oh my God, there's a monkey on my head. Like, like they
Yeah.
just like jump on you all of a sudden. And if you're not like you could look around and kind of see them coming. But if one was like up in a tree and like jumped on you, you're like, ugh.
yeah.
That was super fun.
Sounds super
So
fun.
cute. But it was hard because you want to get like photo opportunities, but also you want to just like enjoy the moment.
Right.
So, like,
I feel that way about a lot of things.
Yeah.
I'm like, I really want to capture this moment, but also I want to live in the moment.
yeah.
I just need a personal photographer following me around at all times. Honestly,
Yeah.
that's what I need.
Are you hiring? Because like
Sure.
I'm down.
You can just
I
be
need a
with,
job.
you can just be with me all the time.
Yeah.
I'm only paying like $1.
Oh, I'm expensive.
How much?
$2.
Fine. I'll splurge.
Like ever? Like $2
a day.
period? Okay.
I'll pay you $2 a day. And I'll give you some crackers.
I'll think about it. I'll send you my resume.
Hired.
Yeah, we did monkeys. We made friends on the trip. That was super cool.
Sorry.
I know you're like, we're always jealous of each other's
I
friends.
know.
We can't handle it.
No.
You're like, I made friends with my
friends.
neighbor. I'm like, who
Ew.
is this girl? Like, what is what is she about?
She's probably a criminal. She's gonna murder you. Don't be friends with her.
And you're like, I could just walk right to her house. I'm like, yeah, no, you can't.
No.
It's late at night. Go to bed.
You don't need any other friends.
If you start being best friends with someone,
Yeah.
you're done.
Toast. Cut.
No, they were really cool. They were like from LA, and they like we were trying to get them to tell us like all their stories. They met
Mhm.
like famous people, and the guy that we met, he's like he used to like be friends with people that lived in like super rich people neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
He's like all these like famous people live in these crazy houses and like claim they have like crazy security.
Yep.
He would just like hop the fence
Yeah.
and like go into his friend's backyard and stuff, and he's like, you could like point around like that's Justin Bieber's house.
Yep.
That's so and so's house. Like, and he's just like, that was just his life growing up. Like, that was his neighborhood.
I have cousins that live in LA.
Yeah.
And they it's the same way. My well, they're pretty well off, but they who was it? Oh, Brandy. Do you know the singer
Mhm.
Brandy? My
Is
yeah, my one cousin, she was in Brandy's daughter's class.
Oh yeah.
And she went to her birthday party, and in their gift bags they gave out like iPads and stuff like that.
Cool.
And she was I don't remember the other story. Oh, my cousin, his job, I think he installed sound systems, and he did like the sound system for like Johnny Depp's house.
That scared the bejesus out of me. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but Jerry just like shook his ears under the couch, and it was like terrifying. Okay.
That was a little terrifying. It sounded like a cup on a jail cell. He did
Yeah.
like the sound system in Johnny Depp's house, and that was not my butt.
What?
Vibrating? Did you feel it?
No.
Oh.
No, I was moving my mic stand really, really slowly. That was not my butt. I thought you meant Jerry's sounds. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, my phone vibrated, and I thought you thought I farted, but it was a very like wah wah. It was really
Your
good.
farts like
That's
a
like a talent.
boat.
Yeah. Wah, wah.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, we've seen famous people here and there. It's not that big of a deal. I was
Hi,
like, yeah.
come on now.
I mean, they're just people. People be peopling.
yeah.
Anyways, our friends were really fun. And then the next day they were like, we're going to this place. You should come with us. So we like went on a different excursion with them.
Can you stop calling them friends?
They're my besties. Shout out.
Bye.
I did tell them we have a podcast. And maybe they'll listen.
Oh, cool. I
Hey,
mean,
who
in that
knows? Maybe
case-
they'll get famous people to listen to us.
Yeah, in that case, actually, we can be friends.
Yeah. Send our video to
I was
JB.
completely kidding.
But yeah, so what was I saying?
They went
Oh,
places and you went
Yes,
with
they
them.
wanted to go to this place that Neil was thinking about going, but it was like not really pregnant lady friendly. Like
Mhm.
has a lot of zip lining and like climbing stuff, but I was like, well, if we go with them, then he can go with them,
Yeah.
and I can sit in a chair and watch Dead to Me.
Yeah.
I finished like the whole last season of Dead to Me while I was there. Like anytime I had downtime, I would like watch another episode. That was
Yeah.
exciting.
I'm working on
To
a
me,
million-
that is vacation. Like sitting around doing what you can't do with a toddler.
100%.
Perfect. for
That's like
me.
a dream vacation to me.
Neil wants to go everywhere, see everything, do everything. I'm like, you can go do that,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna lay in bed in the dark and watch
Dead
TV.
I'm working on
That-
a million little things.
I think maybe like two days. I got like a nap in the middle of the afternoon and like just did nothing. And I was like,
That's
this,
lovely.
this is
This is
vacation right
great.
here.
The light.
We also did 2 spa days.
Mm-hmm.
That was sick. Got a massage, and they have like in their spa, it's like you go like an hour before, and they have like a sauna that you get in.
Mm-hmm. A sauna.
Sauna, and then you go like from the sauna to like the cold pool,
Mm-hmm.
and then the cold pool to the steam room,
Mm-hmm.
the steam room to like
Sounds like a
it's
lot.
literally a bucket of water that you just pull a string and the whole bucket of water just dumps on you.
It sounds awful.
Cold water, then a hot tub, then an
Say,
outdoor pool.
see, that sounds so terrible to me, but they say it's like so good for you.
It feels good. It does.
Hmm.
Especially when you're like hot in a steam room.
Yeah.
Like you have to almost be like
I feel like it would
overheated.
hurt.
No, it feels good.
It being like
The cold
so
pool
cold.
was a little too cold for me.
Mm.
Like I would rather just be in
Have you ever
normal
taken an
cold
ice
water.
bath?
That's what it felt like.
Mm.
No.
They say that's so good for your body.
Yeah.
Like so good.
But honestly, after doing like all those water things and then getting your massage, like we were done for the day.
Yeah.
That was probably the day that I took like a nap because it was just like exhausting.
Oh, I bet.
I'm like, what did we even do? Like we just sat in a hot
Nothing.
tub.
See, that's
That
how
is
I feel
so
my
tiring.
daily. Say, that's how I feel my.
What was that?
I'm sorry. I'm so.
I'm from a dark.
I'm so tired. That's how I feel in my daily life. Like I fucking. I don't. I like don't do anything. Not that you didn't do anything, but like you just went to the spa and like you were just in water.
Yeah.
And then you're like, what the fuck? I'm exhausted. And that's how I feel every day of my life.
Well, yeah, me too.
That's
But
my point.
I'm growing a child, so at least I have some of
I'm
a different
not.
excuse.
I'm just not growing a child.
Like even today, I feel like I had the most wild, craziest day, and I always like compare myself to other moms and like other people that I feel like even you're better at like you just like run errands all day. And you're fine. I literally called you earlier,
Yeah.
stressed because I wanted to get something off Facebook Marketplace, and I was like, well, I have to get a sitter for my daughter. I have to drive like a half hour there, pick it up, leave the thing at your house, put the daughter back in the car, go home. Like it was just like too much for me. That's ridiculous. Like it's one little task.
Yeah.
And then instead of doing that, because they freaking sold the item before I even got
Shout
there.
out to whoever it was.
Yeah. Thanks for the trellis. Not.
Thanks for the trellis.
I need a garden trellis, okay? But like, I was like, well, I'm not ruining this day. I'm going to go meet my mom. We're going to go to a nursery and buy a bunch of pretty flowers. And I did, and it was awesome. But meeting her was like 40 minutes away.
Mm-hmm.
And I was hoping Layla would sleep on the way there. She did, of course, like as we got there, fell asleep.
Of course.
And then I had a toddler just running around a nursery, hiding
Mhm.
behind trees and scaring the crap out of us because we couldn't find her.
Mm-hmm.
But just going to the nursery, buying flowers for like probably like 2 hours, doing all that, and then leaving, coming home, and then I had to unload all the flowers from my car, and then
Yeah.
I had to drive. I had to make dinner real quick, and then go take Suki to the dog park because if she doesn't get her energy out, she's like insane.
Right.
And then I came home, put Layla to bed, and then came here, and I was just like, I deserve a freaking award. Like I
Yeah.
felt like I was like, I'm queen of the world right now.
Yeah.
I did all of that
Yeah.
in one day. And in the morning, I scrubbed the kitchen,
Wow.
degreased the kitchen.
Degrease that baby.
I'm like, I feel like I was on a roll, but also like I want to die. My feet hurt, my hips hurt.
Yeah.
And also, I think when you're pregnant is like another added element for sure.
Definitely.
Everything hurts more
Yep.
and everything's more exhausting.
Unfortunately, you still have like a really
Yeah,
fucking long
shut
time
up.
to go.
That's like the most depressing thought I have being pregnant. So thanks for shoving it in. I literally told you the other day. I was like,
I
I'm having sciatic pain, and I was like, it's not even that I'm in pain. It's that I know I'm going to be in pain
I know.
for the rest of the year,
Yep.
and probably until this time next year,
What are
because
you
that's how
eating?
pregnancy works. JRA, come here. You won't.
No.
So anyway, that was my trip. There was more, but like I said, I don't really
Ew,
know what the
what is
highlights
that?
were. It's a beautiful resort. There's like
I'm listening.
like we were just taking pictures of the lobby a whole bunch of times. It was so pretty. Like our room was pretty. The food was good.
Just the lobby.
Yeah. Everything was so great. Everywhere you go, there's food.
That's awesome.
That's delicious.
Yeah, that's how I felt about. That's honestly how I felt about Connecticut. There was fucking where we were
No
staying.
What?
I'm gonna have to go put him in his crate.
We're back.
We're back. Okay.
Yeah. So what else?
I don't remember where we left off.
I went to Macau Beach.
Your cow beach?
Macau Beach. So beautiful. It's like everything that you think would be beautiful on a tropical place. It's like the water like comes
crystal
up to, like
clear.
your boobs at the highest. Crystal clear down to your feet.
Lovely.
No fishies or anything. Well, there's like a little school of fish, but you can see them, so it's not even scary. Perfect.
See, I think that would make me feel a little better because you could probably see if there was like a shark.
Yeah.
Coming.
And then just leave. Swim out. You're fine.
Yeah, definitely.
You
The
can
shark
see it.
would never get you.
You can see it.
Yeah.
Just kick it
You
in the
could
nose.
outswim a shark.
You know you
Aren't
can
you
kick them
supposed
in the nose.
Aren't you supposed to poke him in the eye?
I always heard it was the nose.
I don't know.
Bonk them in the nose.
Oh yeah, because they use their nose for sense of direction, and that like messes everything up.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's
You're
it.
right. It's the nose.
Bop.
Their nose is like
Kick 'em, bop.
wee 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 wee. What's it called? Wee 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 wee.
Radar?
Yeah, their nose is like a radar, and when you kick them in the nose, it like throws all their senses off, and they freak out. Hopefully, they don't freak
Now
out
we
on
know.
your legs.
If you ever need to know how to get rid of a shark, now you know.
Punch them in the nose. Stick your fingers.
Bop them.
Stick your fingers in their nostrils and flip them upside down and go, John Cena!
Yep, that's how. Yeah. It was the most beautiful trip. The only thing that was sad was like not being with Layla, of course.
Yeah.
That was really hard.
Yeah. It'll be fun as she gets older and can like come with you places.
I know. The whole time by the way, I found out on the way there that I'm having a girl.
I was a little bummed about that. But
I know.
it's fine.
Everybody wanted a boy, but it's like typical because we already have a girl. So everybody
I was
wants
not bummed actually. I was very excited. You have a girl and like, you know how to raise a girl. But like I was like, oh, you're gonna have your girl and your boy.
I know. And I
So,
just had like a gut feeling
Yeah.
it was a boy. Like such a gut feeling.
but
Turns
it's
out we
super
were wrong.
exciting.
And I have no intuition whatsoever.
But it's exciting in the aspect also that like you already have a little girl and like
Yeah.
you have clothes and you have like
I have a sister.
Yeah. and they'll get steal each other's clothes and then they'll go, Mom, tell Layla to stay out of my closet because
Neil-
they're so close
I feel like
together.
Neil was bummed too. Like he wants his son. I
Yeah.
want my son, but like
Have another.
who cares? No.
Awkward. Anyway.
No, but I was like, Neil. I'm not gonna talk crap on Neil. I love my husband. He's so cool.
He's a cool dude.
But, like
It's fine. He doesn't
he's-
listen to the podcast. anyway.
he has some views. Like a man should be a man,
Right.
and a lady should be a lady, and
Yeah.
like. I am so not like that.
No.
I am like, if my little girl wants to play with trucks and wear boy clothes, even if she wants to be a boy, I'm on board. Like,
Right.
she can be whoever she wants to be, whatever, however she was born does not
Mhm.
matter to me. Like I think even you had that a little bit with Ryder for a while, where he's like obsessed with princesses.
He wanted to wear,
he wanted to be a princess for
Mhm.
Halloween and like have a princess birthday party. Like,
Yep. And
fine.
his dad wanted
Like-
nothing to do with it at the time. He's
yeah.
now he's like mellowed out a little bit and he's
Yeah.
like, whatever, man. But like at the time he was like, absolutely not. He's not wearing a dress. And I was like, let him be a kid. Like the
Cares?
dresses that he
Who
liked were like
cares?
sparkly and like caught your eye. Like
Yeah.
it was like just like a I don't
Anybody
know.
likes to look
Right.
at that. Like, why do you
I
think
don't
people
know.
like Christmas lights and
Yeah.
like
But he
ornaments
loved
because they're
dresses
beautiful?
when he was little, and I was like, whatever, let him wear a dress. I don't care. And he loved to have his nails painted too.
Yeah,
But I was like, I don't care.
I feel like men have a harder time coming around to that.
Yeah,
than
and I just
women.
love my kid,
And
whoever he
I
is.
just have to say every man, like, but I just feel like most people have been on board with this for a while.
Right.
But some men, especially depending on how they were raised, like we were both raised in a very like Christian background. Not us both, me and my husband both, but we were both raised in like super Christian households. So like that's just how it is.
Yeah.
Like boys will be boys, and even if a boy wants to be a girl or wants to be with another boy,
Right.
you suppress that.
Yeah.
Like that's not okay. God doesn't approve. So
Right.
like, you know, that's how we were raised. I don't think he thinks that's what he has to do for God, but
Right. It's
but
just,
it's just he wants to teach a man to be a man.
yeah.
And he said things to me like, you know, I want to teach him how to like run a business and be strong and be you know, just teach him how to navigate the world as a man, because it's completely different. And he's not wrong. I mean, the world is still judgmental towards men in one way, or judgmental toward women in one way, and you
Right.
have to teach people how to cope with that, just like anything else, like your race, your
Right.
whatever, your sexuality, like whatever, like you still have to teach people how to survive in this world where people are not okay with those things. And like, anyway, so he just like had a vision of teaching his boy these things, and I was like, I think the universe is giving you a house full of girls on purpose, because
Yeah.
all of those skills that you're saying like you're gonna teach a boy, you're gonna teach your daughter.
I was gonna say you can teach a girl just as easily.
Your daughters are gonna be so independent and strong and like beautiful, strong, independent women, and you're gonna be like,
I don't need no man.
yeah, and you're gonna be like so proud to like be like, I taught them how to do that. They run their own businesses.
Yep.
They do their own checkbooks. They they know how to like work out hard in the gym and to keep themselves healthy and strong. Like all the things that Neil is like for
Yeah.
are just as beneficial, if not more beneficial to a woman. Whereas like if he had a boy, he might have like pushed all those skills onto his boy and been like, you don't need to learn that. You're a woman. Like I'm like, I think this is good.
I think it's good.
You're girls.
100%.
You're big, strong girls.
And now he's outnumbered, so he has no say in anything.
Yeah. Even his dog is a girl. Like, he just will never. We're never getting a boy in this house.
Never. Ever.
He said something about that. He's like, well, maybe the next. I was like, boy, you getting the snip snap after this. We are done.
God. Unless you're carrying this baby in your balls or something.
Yeah.
Like, all the way, all 9 months. Nope.
Yeah. I was like, if you really, really want that, you better start saving because we're adopting or getting a surrogate.
Right. Oh, you could pay me.
Okay.
I'll only charge you like $150,000.
Okay.
Okay.
Done.
All right. Cool.
Can you do it soon? Because like I'm trying to get these babies over with.
Sure. Get me pregnant.
Can we get twins? What if we were pregnant together?
And they're both yours. I don't want
Yeah.
another baby, but I'll have
That'd
your
be so
baby.
fun. We'll be like, oh my god, we're so nauseous. Yay, I can't walk. I love this for us.
No, I feel like it. See, well, that's a lie. I was going to say I feel like I would do pretty good pregnant, but my second pregnancy was really awful. But I feel like we would think that it would be like that. And then one of us would be in pain all the time. And one of us would be like running a marathon. And you'd be like,
That would be
why
you.
Why are you not in pain right now? And then
You're
you'd
also
be, like,
always
upset.
7 years younger than me,
Yeah.
no matter what. So like you win.
Yeah. Yeah.
This pregnancy though has been a little easier on me, I have to say.
Well, if I'm gonna be your surrogate, I want to do it before I'm 30. So you only have a limited amount of time.
All right, I'll talk to Neil about it when I get home.
Okay.
I'll hit you up.
Tell him it's only $150,000.
All right.
150. You gotta say that though.
Okay. No cap.
She only wants 150. No cap. I'll be like, come again?
You're like, wow. She's a professional.
Actually, just send him this video. Snip this. I mean, like, this was our conversation.
This is our next TikTok.
I was interviewing her as a surrogate. 150, no cap. You got that?
Yeah. Knowing Neil, he'll be like, what's your diet plan? What are your qualifications?
For dinner last night, I had like 2 large McDonald's fries and a sausage.
You're fired. You're fired. No, he hasn't even been that hard on me.
That's good.
But I went on vacation,
Mm-hmm.
ate endless foods,
Mm-hmm.
whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
Came home, didn't gain a pound.
That's a good thing.
I know. I
You
went
were
to the
doing-
doctor's literally like a day or two after I got back, and I was like, are you kidding me? That's what the scale says? I couldn't believe it. I thought I was going to gain like 10 pounds.
Were you so nervous?
No. But I was still like, oh my God. No, I highly expect for me to be gaining weight a lot because I did last time.
Right.
But then I guess because I was eating like so much bread and like heavy foods, I came
Mhm.
home and I've been craving like salad and like crunchy vegetables and fruit. Like that's all I want. And I'm like, this is the best craving to have. I've been making
Mhm.
like, I went through 2 heads of lettuce this
Oh my
week.
God.
I'm just eating like salad constantly or like fresh veggies. And it's not even appealing to me. Like I see like, I don't know, like chips on top of the fridge. And I'm like, ugh. I'm like, oh, I should eat a pepper.
Ooh, peppers. This last week I've been on those mini peppers that come in a bag. I get those and the cream cheese and the everything bagel seasoning, and that's been like my thing for like the last week. I took them to lunch. I
had like a backwards burp at the same time you were doing that, so I was like,
I took them to work
you guys know what
for
that
lunch
means?
the other day.
Yeah.
Yes, yesterday.
Yeah.
And it was delicious. And that's all my story.
Even that sounds great, but I don't even know if I would want to eat the cream cheese.
It was delicious.
It just like seems really
Oh, and upstairs
heavy.
from Trader Joe's. I don't know if you've ever had the tiny little mini Reese's.
Yeah.
From Trader Joe's. They're
no,
Trader
not
Joe's
from Trader
brand.
Joe's. Yeah.
They're literally this big and they come in a plastic container and you just take a whole handful of little tiny baby Reese's and then you go.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have them upstairs and they're really ringing.
You're saying like everything that I don't want. Like
really?
Normally I would love that, but like right now,
well, they're delicious.
Like too heavy.
They're
Also,
not though. They're this big.
No. Like the foods, like chocolate and cream cheese, and like I just like give me a watermelon, bro. Give me some mango, bro.
Don't yell at me.
Give me your mangoes.
No.
I don't know what I'm talking about. Vacation is great.
Yeah. Babies making
Baby
babies.
girl. Oh, I
baby
was
time.
saying that when I was on the trip, I was like, it's gonna be so nice when we can when we're like a family of 4 that can like go on trips like this, and like the girls can like go off and hang out and giggle about stuff, and we can have like a date night.
Yeah.
And then other times we're like all together for stuff. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited. Like you're almost there.
I'm almost there.
You're
I'm
almost
so
there.
excited for it.
Like just give it like 5 more years.
Something like that.
4, 5 more years. And then like
I don't even think that because
it's just old
the
enough where
older
your kids can like go off somewhere, but not off the resort, but like they could just go like down to the pool and you don't have to like worry about them.
Yeah, but that's what like the older kids, they already like do that.
Yeah.
And they keep an eye on the younger kids.
Right.
So I feel like in an aspect I'm already there.
Yeah.
Like they'll go to the park like up the street by themselves. They'll walk there. Yeah. And the older kids will keep an eye on the little kids. Yeah. And they all stay in a group together. And I don't know. So I feel like I'm
it just
like
depends.
there.
Like I feel like even if
it depends on the setting.
Even if we went back to like Outer Banks.
Yeah.
I feel like them walking to the beach by themselves is still like a little scary. I don't know. You're their mom, so I don't know. Depends how close we're staying to the beach.
It depends on how far you have to walk to get to the beach.
Right.
And if they're walking on like a street, like a busy street or something, there's like different variables to it, but
yeah. That's nice though. You're like so close. I'm so far away.
And I'm like, so I tell my clients this all the time though, because I talk about like you having babies, because I talk about that I have like my 2 kids and then I have like 2 stepkids, and they're like, oh, are you having any more kids? I'm like, first of all, no, not happening. And second of all, my best friend is having babies for me. So I'm like at that cool
The
aunt
best
phase.
of both worlds.
Yes. I'm like, I'll take your baby and then I'll give it back
Yeah.
and not have to take care of it. It's like the best feeling.
Yeah.
The best feeling. I'm at that like
It's
cool
good
aunt
for me
phase.
because I feel like because I'm like, I don't know, I had babies later in life. Almost all my friends have already had kids.
Yeah.
And my siblings and everything. So I'm like, I get all my advice. And like, I don't have to get it from like one or two people, like just my mom and aunt. Like, I
Right.
get it from like a variety of people and I can make my own choices on
Mhm.
like, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? And then I'm like, maybe I'm somewhere in the middle. Like,
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah,
I always take over the conversation about babies. It's just a part of me, guys.
Well, you have a baby inside of you.
Yeah, like literally a part of me, my body right now, and it's just gonna come out of my mouth all
I'm
the
not
time.
gonna lie.
Get used to
I
it.
panicked today when you called me. I was like, "What's wrong?" I think that's like the first thing I asked you. I was like, "What? What is wrong? Why are you calling me?" I don't know. You just sounded like you upset when you called me, and I was like, "What's wrong?"
Oh, about
The trellis.
Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, that's it. There was nothing wrong.
But there is a knight in shining armor in the story.
Oh, my zaddy.
Jameson. I happen
Mhm.
to know a welder. I
Mhm.
don't know if you know what a trellis is, guys.
Look it up.
I'm about to educate you.
Education.
Literally, the one I'm getting is just like a flat thing.
I didn't even
that
think
stands
of
up.
him, honestly.
It's just like think of like a ladder.
Yeah, I know what a trellis is,
But
I'm
also
saying I didn't
sometimes
think
it
of-
like has like lattice that like weaves in
Yeah.
and out and stuff. And you just stand it up in your garden and then like vines like crawl up it.
Mhm.
And they're freaking expensive.
Mhm.
Just one, the size that I needed it was like $160. I
Mhm.
found some online that were like $99. A lot.
Is he
Found one
making
on
it out of
Marketplace
metal?
that they sold in 5 minutes, even though I was on my way.
Is he making it out of metal?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And he's like, what shape do you want? What size do you want?
Did he give you a price
He's
though?
custom making it for me. Yeah, he said it would probably be like $30.
Hmm.
Don't quote me on that. His might be more expensive online. But I'm a friend.
You
need.
get the friends and family.
Because I'm probably definitely going to give him more than that.
He's probably
but
just charging you for material.
Yeah. Well, that's what he's saying. But at first he thought I wanted like an arch thing. And he's like, it's probably like $100. I was like, well, then I should just order it online. And he was like, oh, you just want one piece? He's like, that would cost me like $20 and take me like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I was like, well, let's get on that.
Yeah.
He's like, maybe 30. I don't know. It depends what you want.
Right.
I was sending him ideas. I'm really excited. Thank you, Jameson. I love you in a mutual friendship way.
No, it's okay. He's zaddy.
Yeah.
I love that man.
Anyways, you want to get down to
the nitty gritty?
Am I the asshole?
Sure. Beep boop 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 beep boop. Beep, boop.
Until my phone dies, anyway. I looked up. Am I the asshole?
I did too.
Vacation. Since we're just like talking about vacation, why not?
Oh, I looked up nicknames for pit bulls, house seals.
No. House hippos. I think I'm just gonna click and read. Like, who cares, right?
Yep. And then I'll do one. And then
unless it's like
way
long.
What?
No, it's not that long. I mean, it's long,
but
it's not long. Am I the asshole for being upset about my husband's solo vacation?
Okay. This is going to be very controversial.
Is it boring?
No.
All right, let's find out. I, 40 female, have a wonderful, loving husband, 40 male. He is an involved father. He pitches in with the housework, and he makes enough money for us to both be very comfortable while I stay at home with our 2 young children.
Okay, let me just say, I'm thinking she's the asshole. Go ahead.
I work before kids and intend to again one day once they're both in school age.
Like a teacher?
What?
What does you mean? What does she mean?
She worked before she had kids.
Oh.
and she'll go back.
I thought you said she worked like with kids. Anyway, go ahead.
He's the love of my life. He's wonderful when he's here.
Yeah.
He has a dear friend living in a different city 5 hours away, who he usually visits for 2 or 3 days, twice a month.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. A few times a year, they tend to take longer trips, like 4 to 6 days. It ends up being a lot of time away, and it's manageable in increments and in service to an important friendship, and I wouldn't want him to miss out on it. Last fall, I took a 2-week trip abroad. I knew about it well in advance and was fine with it. I figured it was one in every few years kind of thing. Well, a month or so after that trip, he tells me they're planning another overseas trip for this spring. This time it's a place I've always wanted to go. We previously started to plan a trip there for ourselves, but decided it would have to wait till the kids were older. I told him I wasn't happy, but I somewhat grudgingly gave my blessing to what was supposed to be a 7 to 10 day trip. Same goes for another 5 to 7 trip day plan abroad. They decided to plan for this summer again to a place we had previously talked about going together when our kids were older.
Okay, he's definitely the asshole.
I said 2 trips or 3 trips. She kind of confused me. I think it's still 2.
I thought it was 3. Okay, 2 to 3 trips.
Whatever.
Either way, that's a lot.
And then I found out that the spring trip and then the summer trip have ballooned into 3 weeks each.
What?
That's like the whole season. Like if your kids were like off of school.
Oh my God.
Their kids are younger than school age, but still, like
that's so long. It's long to go away for a week, let alone 3.
Yeah,
especially with children.
Unless you're
I mean, especially when you have children
right.
and you're not bringing them.
Yeah. And he goes away every month.
That's ridiculous.
Or did she say no, she said
Twice a month.
Twice a month.
Okay, and she's definitely not the asshole. He's the asshole.
Is his friend
a female? That was my
well,
first.
Let's see.
That was my first question.
All right. Ballooned into 3 weeks each. I got upset. I cried and told him that I felt betrayed and abandoned, like he was leaving me here to raise the kids while he just goes on doing what he wants and living his life without me. He found my response hurtful and that I would act like he's abandoning me and the kids, and said he deserves to have meaningful friendships and see beautiful things. Am I being unreasonable about this? I feel like I might be, because I haven't done a good job balancing parenthood and my own social life. Basically, I don't have anyone anymore. And I worry I might be speaking from a place of envy than fairness. We do also take other trips together as a family, but 2 months of international travel in the span of a year seems like a lot. And when you also add on the bi-monthly hanging out, that's 4 months out with his friends. I can count on one hand the number of solo days I've had in the last 3 years with any of my friends. And so again, I'm not sure how much is envy or unfairness. Note, I haven't yet insisted he cancel any of his trips. But I want to ask that he can scale the number of trips back to 1 week instead of 3. So bonus. What is WIBTA? WIBTA. If I insisted he scale back to the summer trip.
I feel like I know what that means.
What if about to ask WIBTA? What? What? What is it?
Wharton's Emphasis Business Transformation Awards.
That's not it.
Would I be the asshole?
Oh, would I be the asshole?
But that's the first thing it says. Look. Wharton Emphasis Business Transformation Awards, WIBTA.
Okay. Absolutely not. I feel like my husband went away twice this year to go snowboarding, which in our area, the snow didn't even like come this year.
We got no snow.
He had to like go chase the snow just to go snowboarding, and it's one of his favorite hobbies to do.
Yeah.
He runs his own business, works full time. Like, I was like, go.
Yeah.
Like, and I actually like having my alone
I was gonna
time.
say it's also nice to have the house to yourself.
Yeah, like, but I don't mind. Like, I wasn't like, oh, you're leaving me here with Layla. Like,
Right.
there's probably times where I was a little like, this sucks having to do it all myself. But like, I was just happy he was having fun and gone. But there is a part of you that's like,
but I want to go on a trip.
yeah, but when I go away with my friends,
Right.
I don't want there to be a problem.
Yeah.
So like, if she, like she said, she doesn't really have friends and like isn't putting effort out,
Right.
and she's envious. So like, you're not the asshole. You should try to make friends and make time for that. Like, if you have to be like, I'm going to see my friend or my sister or whatever, you're staying with the kids tonight. And if he was refusing,
Right.
oh, that's divorcing.
But
Like,
that's where I would be curious. She said that she can count on one hand how many single times she's hung out with a friend in the
right.
last year.
Is it because she's not allowed or like?
And that's what I would be curious about, is if every time that she says she wants to go somewhere, he causes a stink.
Right.
Or whatever. Or he says he's not available
or he's away.
to watch the kids.
He's always away.
Yeah. He seems to be never home.
Yeah.
He's not home.
And twice
5
a
months
month
out
is
of the
too
year.
much. You need to speak
That's
up.
way too much.
Like, he should. I wouldn't like if my husband was going away monthly, period.
Right.
Period. You should not be going away monthly.
Right.
And twice a month?
Is it a female? We'll never know.
I really think this is like another woman. I bet you in the comments.
That has to be one of the first questions that comes to your mind, because it was the first question that popped in my mind when he said he was visiting his friend 2 times a month. Like,
yeah.
Are you kidding me? Are you really?
Also, I like this. Somebody said you should insist on getting a live-in nanny or housekeeper or both.
Right.
If he can afford all those trips,
he can afford.
He can afford help around the house,
Right.
and then you have the free time to do things for yourself. Like, even if you don't have friends,
or even a
like, go get a massage.
Well, maybe not even a live-in, just like a babysitter sometimes.
Yeah.
Like a part-time nanny that can be there for like half of the week, so you have time to yourself.
Yeah.
Like, stay-at-home moms. I did it for a year with Ryder, and it is hard.
Yeah.
Like, I give it up to all the stay-at-home moms. Like, it's not easy.
Yeah.
And you lose your mind, and you find yourself talking to adults
like,
and
even
toddler
me,
voices.
like, I'm home all day with Layla. Pretty much the second Neil gets home, I'm like, I'm going to the dog park.
Yeah.
And I leave Layla with him, and I take the dog to the dog park. And it's not like I meet people there. I talk to people there. It's part of my social life.
Right.
Like, and it's maybe they're not like my best friends, but I could make friends there. Like,
right. Especially
or
if you guys
like,
bring your dogs at the same time.
yeah. If you're not getting yourself out there, how are you ever going to make friends?
You're
how are you
not.
ever like?
And if you're,
I don't care if you're like, I've always like thought about playing tennis. Like, go to tennis court.
right.
Go join a gym. Like,
Yep.
if you want to, I don't know, take a yoga class. Like,
Yeah. Definitely.
go
You
go
have
on
to, like,
Facebook
make the time
groups,
to do it.
and like they have mom groups that have plan events and
Mhm.
like.
They
but
do.
But if you don't even consider those options because you're like, well, I'm home with my kids, and my husband's out. Like,
Right.
that's not fair.
That's not healthy.
Mm-mm. And especially if he's spending all that money.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be
And
like,
these are-
I am going out shopping.
These are out of country trips, so you know they're expensive.
Oh yeah.
And for weeks at a time. It's not even
Yeah.
like you're going, you found a Groupon.
He's dropping at least 10 grand
At least.
for 2 trips.
Right. That's
know.
bare minimum. Like, that's not even like found a Groupon. Like,
Yeah.
that's, you're spending some buku cash there.
Yeah. So like, yeah, you're not the asshole at all.
No, I think he's
And
the
I feel
asshole.
sad for you.
And
Like,
think you
I
should
wish
get
I could
divorced.
contact you and talk to you and hug you and be like, we'll be your friend.
Yeah, really. If you hear this,
We love you.
we love you.
You
Come
wanna
on
go
our
shopping?
podcast.
Maybe your rich husband can pay for a trip with
Ooh,
all of us.
If you get divorced, you get alimony. Unless you signed a...
We'll get divorced.
Well, no, that sounds miserable. That sounds
she
absolutely
said he's the
miserable.
love of her life.
All right, then don't get divorced. Whatever.
Don't get divorced. Just like
See, I'm not the
have
friend.
some couples counseling.
I'm the friend that's like, cut it off. Let's go be single bitches.
Yeah, Celia will get single just to be single with you.
I'll pretend to be single. Just kidding, not really. Maybe.
Are you gonna do one?
Yeah.
Okay. My phone's gonna die, so I should just shut it off for now. I mean, just put it down anyway. Can I tell you an interesting thing happened
Sure.
on vacation?
Yeah.
My whole pinky toenail just like came off.
Right now?
No, on vacation.
Oh.
Like I thought it was like my nail polish peeling off.
Yeah.
I was like, my toenail is just off.
That's gross.
Except for, of course, one little corner. Thank God I actually brought nail clippers with me and had to like cut it off because it was hurting so bad.
Nails gross me out.
So weird, dude. So weird.
Yeah.
I know someone's gonna comment and be like, "You have toe fungus." Should get that checked out.
Definitely.
I think that is a fungus thing. Anyway.
Well, I was gonna say back to my Connecticut story. That was another. I think I told you about that. The guy that was
fungus?
driving. No, I didn't get fungus. The guy that was driving, the one guy that I work with, he took off his shoe and started like picking his toes,
Yeah.
and he was like freaking the fuck out. He's like, "You got your toe crusties on my floor."
Put your feet away.
Am
Read it.
I the asshole for not giving my sister-in-law and her family a luxury vacation?
Why would you give anyone a vacation? Okay, go ahead.
I travel a lot for work, so I have so many hotel and airline points. It's crazy. This summer, I'm taking my family to Disney World. We are going to stay at one of the resorts on the property. My sister-in-law and her family had a hard time during the pandemic, so I decided to do something nice and invite them along. My treat. I said I would pay for their flights, hotel, and park tickets. Everyone, I know, it's very nice and also very expensive because Disney World is really expensive. Everyone was excited until she started talking to my wife. Now she is upset that we are staying at one of the resorts.
Oh, I hate this.
And they have to stay at Disney Springs.
Could you imagine?
Apparently, I'm being cheap by using my points for their hotel instead of just paying for them to stay at the same resort as us. My wife told her sister and brother-in-law to STFU and accept...
Whatever happened is fine. I'm sorry, my back hurts.
It's okay, mine does too. My wife told her sister and brother-in-law to STFU and accept the gift, but they didn't. They told my in-laws that I was making their kids jealous by not letting them enjoy the same stuff as us. Are you good?
Yeah, I'm just taking the opportunity to stretch. Sorry. To
be clear, the hotel that I booked for them is very nice. It's just not the Grand Floridian, which I think is like the fanciest hotel there. So I finally talked to them and gave them the choice of accepting my gift or not coming, since I could still cancel their reservations. They started yelling at me for being an asshole and taking something away from their children. I had talked to them like an adult, but when they started screaming, their kids heard them and found out that they might not be going. Now their kids are pissed at their parents for possibly fucking up their vacation. Am I the bigger asshole for making them look bad in front of their kids? No, they did it to themselves.
No.
Who the frick complains about a free vacation?
No, that's so ridiculous. I don't care if someone was like, "You're staying in a tent."
Right. Yeah,
I'd be
really.
like,
You're
paying for me to go to Disney World right now? Are you serious?
I know. Even if he just paid for the park tickets alone, that's so expensive right there.
He's my hero.
Right. Like, you can pay for me. I will be grateful for whatever.
Not only are you not the asshole, you're like my king. Like,
seriously.
Are you kidding me? Well, I also really like Disney, but
I haven't been there in a while. Oh, that's why.
You went not that long ago. Ryder.
No, he was 2.
What? To me, that's
3.
like not that long ago.
He's 9. That was a really long time ago.
It was like yesterday.
Yeah. Blake wasn't even born yet, and she's 5, so.
Yeah. Like not that long ago.
Definitely.
That one was too easy.
See, that
We need a
trip,
complicated one.
that trip was paid for, and I didn't complain. I didn't pay for that trip. That trip was completely paid for.
That was like there was a there was like another podcast I was listening to, and he did the same thing. He like his brother-in-law or his brother and sister-in-law like had their anniversary,
Mhm.
and he was like, you know what? We were already planning on going to Disney for like your anniversary or whatever. He's like, I'm gonna get us a place and we'll stay overnight, and it's
Right.
like on me. But he ended up getting this room that said it slept like 4 or something, but it was like 2 like double beds,
Mm.
and and he was staying with a friend.
Oh, so they had to like sleep together?
Yeah, they
They
had this.
couldn't like request a cot?
I don't
Normally
know.
you can
but,
do that.
But like she like gets on the podcast. She's like, he got us the tiny ass room. There's no room to even have privacy or walk anywhere. He was like, listen, I'm taking you all to Disney for free.
know,
Can you
really.
not like?
Stop
I
complaining.
was like, I'd be like, I'll sleep in bed with you. I don't
I'll
care.
sleep on the floor
Yeah,
on a bed of rocks. Like,
it's so nice for
that's
someone to
an
do that.
exaggeration. I probably would complain if I had to sleep on a bed of rocks because
Wait.
that's just unnecessary.
How are we doing on time?
We're 40 minutes in and our last video is probably the same, so we're like really long.
We're doing it.
This is
Okay, because I was like gonna read another one, but I have another thing to say.
okay.
I was watching a different podcast.
Mm-hmm.
They brought up this thing, and I was like, huh, never thought of it like that. Okay. So, you ever hear the joke, like, why did the chicken cross the road?
Yeah.
What
To get
is-
to the other side.
yeah. Why is that joke funny?
I have never found it funny.
Why do people say the joke to be funny? Like, what makes it funny? What's the punchline? Like,
Because it's obvious.
because there's no punchline.
Right.
It's just like,
He-
it's
he
funny because it's
crosses
stupid.
The road because he wants to get
He
to
wants
the
to
other
go to the
side.
other side of the road.
Yeah.
No. That's not
No.
why it's funny.
Okay.
He wants to get to the other side.
Like the underworld?
Like, he wants to off himself.
Oh my god.
Apparently, like 50% of the world knows this. And the other 50% just thinks it's a really dumb joke. But it's supposed to be like, what's that
I
called?
was
Like a
today
double
years
entendre? Is that what it's called? Where it has
Yeah.
like 2 meanings?
Yeah.
That's why it's funny.
To get to the other side.
He wants to cross
Oh,
over.
so like if he gets hit by a car, he'll die?
He's trying. It's really dark.
Fuck?
Why does he want to cross the road? To get to the other side. To be a
Or-
ghost chicken.
Bugak?
That just like, it really like threw my day. Like, I
That's,
was like,
like-
wait.
I'm gonna be thinking about this for a while.
People have been knowing this joke this whole time?
I've been alive for almost 20 years, and that has never crossed my mind.
Wait,
I was today years old.
do you
for
think
sure.
we could call people and like put it up to here?
I don't know. I don't know if
See
you'll
if
be
it
able
will
to hear
work?
it.
Hold on.
Who are you calling?
Oh, Hi, this
Hey,
is me.
It's Kirsten and Delia. And this is
Don't pee your pants. And we're just wondering.
You were gonna be on our podcast, but you didn't answer.
Yeah, we're recording our podcast right now, and we were like, we have something really important to ask you.
Well, now you'll
Why-
never know.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
To get to the other side.
But really, why is that funny?
Are you waiting for her to answer?
Why is it funny? Text me back. Call me back. Love you. Bye. Okay. Just be like, I hate you both so much. Why are you my friends?
Well,
Like,
she doesn't have a choice.
yeah,
Me,
I'm blood,
I
so
don't
you're stuck.
know. I have no answer for that question.
Did you ever think about that.
Why Shannon's my friend?
Yeah.
Oh, all the time.
Like, why anybody's your friend?
We have dark, like how you become friends. You just like see a person and you're like, I like you. I'm gonna keep you.
Yeah.
And then you just.
So because I'm stealing from podcasts this week, every time I talk. So we were talking about that in the other podcast. They were saying like your why, like your drive for being a human being, your why life, why do anything. They said you can usually get the answer by figuring out like why someone is your friend. Right?
Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah, because
Well, I think me and Shannon are friends because we're very similar in a lot of ways, and we just get each other.
Yeah.
Me and you, I got nothing.
Well, no, but that's the thing. You ask someone and they're like, what do you mean? What do you mean why? Like, we're just friends. Like, we just are. That's it. But then, like, you kind of let them struggle with it longer. And then, like, sometimes something actually does come out where you're like, oh, like, that's the asset I bring to you. You know, I'm not putting pressure on you to do it now. I'm just
now
saying.
you got me thinking.
Yeah, it's just interesting.
I can think of reasons why me and Shannon are friends. Like, I don't know. And even if we don't hang out for months, it's like we hang out and it's like, I can snap now.
So, okay,
so
if
you know.
Shannon's like, well, why are we friends?
You just missed that. I don't need you to snap for me anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And 1, 2, 3.
I love that for you.
Thanks. Anyway.
But like, so is Shannon saying, why are you my friend? You're like, well, because we're the same. Like, that's not why. Like, she's bringing something to your life.
Joy.
That's meaningful. Like,
and dark humor.
Yeah.
And memes.
But like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. The more you think about it, you would get, like, I feel like you're also like Shannon in that way where, like, being vulnerable and getting onto that deeper level is just, like, weird. Like, but eventually, if you thought about it hard
We're
and
actually
long,
in love.
like,
if you really want the truth.
right.
Like, we would probably get married, honestly, tomorrow.
I would be in the middle of that, and every time you guys were mad at each other, you would call me. And that would just be not good for me.
Yeah. No.
I don't approve.
Like, listen. And then Shannon would call you. You have to have 2 phones.
I'm like already predicting all the problems that would come, and I'm like, oh, this is a terrible idea.
It's an awful idea.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Well, we've already made a pact that if we end up like not married, we're gonna buy a house together and just like.
You made that pact with me.
Yeah, but
also.
I made that pact with Shannon. But you're married already, so you're out. But me and Shannon.
Yeah, but like I could not be married at some point. Whatever, it happens.
I doubt it.
You're basically married.
Well, anyway, if we end up not married at a certain point, we're going to buy a house together and like put all 25 of our kids together. And then we're just going to live together peacefully forever.
I love that for you, but it will not be peaceful ever.
You're not wrong. It would be probably very chaotic.
Never be peaceful.
But we've already decided that that's like a dream of mine, honestly. If we could buy like a huge piece of land and like we could have our houses separate because we could have like, you know, a couple acres of land. But if we could like all have our houses like together on a piece of land, that would honestly be cool. Like a dream of mine.
Yeah.
Where we could still have our own separate things and like do our own family things, but like I could just walk across the street and I'd be like, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah. We need like a commune.
Like that would be so freaking. I think that maybe that's too much for other people, but I think that would be like the dream. Like that would be so freaking cool.
Like get so much land that you can just keep inviting like friends
and animals.
Come live with us. Come to our commune.
Yeah, and like if there's a horse, I'll be like,
what if there's a real commune? Like we all like, isn't that like they all like work and trade and like you're like your own. What? Thank you for saying something because I do that a lot.
I thought it was really funny, but you're not gonna think it's funny.
Okay. Especially after you repeat
You
it.
were just like, you can invite people over. And I was like, yeah, and animals. And then I was like, if there's a horse, you can just say, yeah, neigh, neigh, neigh. And then the horse will just come to your
Yeah. That's good. Hey,
and like, yeah, and like a dog, you just be like, bark, bark. And they'll just come.
maybe we've hit like the tired drunk, you know?
Yeah. No cats. No cats. I hate cats.
I like that.
No, I don't like cats.
It's my land too.
All right, fine. You can have the cats at your house, but I'm not coming to that party. I'll be like, no meow meow. One is the one that Shannon has.
I thought it was Cane Corso.
No, it's pronounced Cane Corso.
Oh.
And a Malinois. They're like the
Kanye?
police dogs. They're like German Shepherd looking dogs, but they're vicious. Oh, they'll rip a human's arm off. I didn't hear what you said.
I was like, yeah, Kanye Corso? Like, God.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
I can keep going. You ready? Hi.
No, I'm ready for bed.
All right. All right.
I'm still on the animal thing.
No.
Nay, nay, nay.
Sorry. You got me thinking about. Never mind. It's not important.
Bah, bah, bah. Ribbit,
I can't
ribbit.
with it.
ribbit. Oh my god. And then a whale just comes up and crashes onto your house.
I think that's actually a shark, but it's fine.
It's whatever.
I always do that with Layla. Like my funniest animal sound I do.
It's a really good one.
She has what's it called when they have a horn?
Uni. What you?
No, it's a
uni
a
whale?
narwhal.
Narwhal.
Narwhal. What did I just say? It's a whale. But like every time I play with it, I'm like,
I can't wait to hear this back because this is gonna be.
Come on, that's a great whale sound.
Yeah.
What do you like? Come on, give me a whale.
Is there a whale in the
Like,
room?
what do you tell Blake a whale says?
I guess that would. I don't think I ever make whale noises.
You go real high, like. You sound like. You know the thing you tip over? It's like
Oh,
wow,
I had one of those at my mom's house.
wow.
Yeah. Go.
I want you to do it.
Wow.
Wow. You're bad at it.
On that note,
Yeah, I guess we should go. So, you're welcome for another unhinged episode.
nay, nay, nay.
You really just got yourself with that one. I'm trying, but I cannot get on board.
You have to see the images in my head.
Oh,
I'm just like,
can you draw us some illustrations?
yeah. So picture me in my new house right
Mhm.
across the street from your house.
Right. Mhm.
I open my door and there's just a horse across the street. So I'm like, nay, nay,
Mhm.
nay. And then he's like, okay. And then he trots to my party.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, bark, bark, bark. And then the dog's like, and then all the animals
They're all
are
like real sassy.
all the animals are like, at my party. Okay.
Yeah. You like Noah's Ark. Like
Apparently, I have a really big house to have horses and whales at my party.
we live really close to the beach.
Yeah, there's a whale at my party. Get at me.
And its name is Kirsten. I don't know how many times when I was on vacation I kept saying that. I was like, great, now I'm gonna get out of the ocean. Everybody's gonna think a whale just flopped onto the beach. Neil was like, we literally nobody's looking at you or cares what you look like. Shut up.
At all.
Like nobody here was even looking at you.
They're
I'm like,
oh wow, there's a normal girl.
I just got out of the water and everyone was like, oh, here's a whale, beached whale. Now we gotta call the pet patrol or whatever they call pet patrol.
Paw Patrol.
No, we gonna call Paw Patrol. They gotta get him back in.
Ryder on the call.
They're gonna swoosh me out into the ocean.
We've got a whale. It's wearing a red bathing suit for some reason.
Listen. That's what I look like. Just stop trying to convince me different. Like the other day, I saw Lizzo and I was like, try to convince me I don't look like that.
She has so much confidence, though.
I know.
Her
That's what I was
confidence is
saying. Well,
unmatched.
that's literally what I was trying to say. I was saying she knows how to dress for her
Mhm.
body. Like maybe it's because she's a rich celebrity, but like, why can't I know how to dress that makes me look like that? Like,
Yeah.
I want to look curvy and big.
Yeah.
I want to look beautiful and big. Instead, I look like a schlobby slob whale
A whale
potato.
on the beach.
Literally, it just rolled out of the ocean.
Neil's
like I can't get up.
Can you? I would die if you were just laying there, just making a whale.
Neil was like,
help me. Help me.
can you give me your hand? Yeah.
All right. Cut it. Dude, it hurts. I can't. It freaking hurts.
And Neil was like, you are literally have like a problem with your brain if you think that you look like Lizzo. And I was like, we're the same. We literally are twins. And he was like,
if me and Lizzo switch places, you wouldn't.
he's like, you need therapy.
You should try to go on Lizzo's TikTok and be like,
Oh my god, my twin. What's up, girl?
do a side by side. I don't see a difference. I can't tell who's who.
I was like, I just want to know how she dresses. I need to learn her ways because we're the same size. And he was like, you don't look anything like each other. You're not the same size. Like, oh. All right. Anyway.
Wait,
Maybe I just want to
show
be
this
Lizzo.
sound to your dog. Head nod check.
What did they do?
They went,
Leave in the comments below. But for real, okay, listen. We have a TikTok.
oh
We
yeah.
have an Instagram. We have Facebook. We have a Facebook private group in case you want to like tell us all the secrets.
Yes. Please join, like, and subscribe. We say like and subscribe to our channel, but seriously,
Yeah, for real.
like and subscribe and
Come
tell
on,
your
guys.
friends.
I know some people, we have listeners that don't subscribe.
Yeah.
And we have
please
listeners
subscribe.
that don't
because
like.
eventually, if we start gaining traction with
Yeah,
this,
let's snowball it.
like
Help us.
we will give back to our community.
Yeah. Free
100%.
t-shirts for all of you.
Free t-shirts, free gift cards, there will be drawings and like we'll make games and all that stuff.
Putting a lot of work on yourself. Yeah, she's gonna do all that.
I'm
That's
gonna do
crazy.
all that. But we need more subscribers and
Yes.
likers, and tell your friends about it and leave
Yeah,
comments.
I don't even like if we're not your jam. Fine, don't subscribe. Like,
But at least
share
tell your
it.
friends, be like, I hate
Share
this
it.
podcast, so that they'll listen to it and they might hate it too.
I don't care. You can hate share. Like, be like, hey, these girls suck. You should.
Yeah, or
you
like
should laugh at them.
make fun
and
of
then
us.
That's fine.
That's no publicity is bad publicity.
Yeah.
Because then secretly your
what's it-
friend will be like, yeah, they're dumb.
What's it called when you
Love
like
them.
TikTok or like on the screen next to them?
What?
When you TikTok and you use someone else's TikTok, but then you're just on the screen like watching.
Oh, like
like
a thread? No, not a thread.
like a dupe.
Yeah,
do that.
do that.
Just like be like, oh, these girls are so dumb, and
Yeah.
like make TikToks.
Yeah.
Or you can share our TikToks. That's big flow right there.
Mm-hmm.
Big flow.
Definitely share.
Also,
That scared me.
it's fine. There's ghosts upstairs.
Eh.
Also we
Yeah.
have
I wish I knew what you were about to say because I just
also
take
we
it.
have an email address, don'tpeeyourpants2@gmail.com, and we're hoping people will write in like their stories. We've given suggestions of stories,
Mhm.
like even
But literally
today.
just any stories.
Yeah, we
We'll
did like,
make a
am I
show
the
out of
asshole?
it.
Like, did you ever feel like maybe you're an asshole? Send us the story, or
Mhm.
like wedding stories, or poop stories, or embarrassing stories, or literally anything that you find interesting or funny about your life or about us.
Mhm.
Let us know.
Let me know if you want to.
We want your emails. Write in the subject like what it's about, and I'll read every single one of them, and I'll probably reply too, because like
Yeah, and then
I
you
love
can
you.
save it for when we're famous and be like, they replied to my email.
Yeah. Everybody would be so jealous of your email from me.
Yeah, you should sign it.
Yeah.
That was me signing.
I think I can do that.
Yeah.
On an email.
Do
I
it.
will sign it.
I'll autograph it. Autograph it.
Autograph that for you.
I'll autograph it just for you. Only you. Not
need
you.
this.
You.
Yeah, so all right, well, we're going to bed, so
All right. Good night.
like and subscribe to our channel.
Bye.
Oh, oh,
Ew.
oh.